Hi everyone. Oh god, I'm gonna sound like really freaking loud now, probably. I have no idea. I'll have a look. Alright, I'm gonna test. I don't sound that loud. I sound okay. I probably sound a lot cleaner too, since my Oculus mic is way better than my studio mic. Well, studio mic. It's a condenser microphone. It's intended for studio purposes, and I don't have a studio setting, so like my microphone is not very good. I need to get like a proper streaming one. But no way. I'm streaming in VR. I'm actually surprised the way this thing is running. It might not be as good quality because of my resolution. But yeah, well, we're in VR. What made me do this? No reason at all. I am planning to stream every Thursday now. Since my job has not put me in on Thursday, so I thought, why not use this time to stream? Since I ain't gonna be doing shit, so why not? Um, in the slight, it's gonna be a slight problem when it comes to streaming. I haven't figured out how to get chat in game yet, like have it up on your arm like you see most streamers have, or like somewhere in your view. So I'm not really gonna see. What's it? I'm not gonna see you chat unless I open my phone and look down through the headset. That's the only real way I'm going to see the stream. But that's fine. That's for now. I won't be streaming a lot in VR because of my current PC specs. But I am looking at upgrades. I've been looking on eBay and stuff like that. I don't really mind if some parts are used, as long as they still work and, you know, haven't been completely wrecked and they're still usable and like they still work up to their standards. I don't really mind. As much as I'd love to get new parts. But anyway, we're getting single player. Also, if this gets to YouTube, hello YouTube. We're gonna play this. We're gonna play this and in an amateur for now. I'll be really freaking terrifying otherwise. I usually play in VR with friends, even if they're not in VR, because I tend to get really freaking scared. What else do we need? Like a firelight. We're not. I'm gonna try and keep this cheap as possible. We'll buy one crucifix because the more types of equipment we have, the better. Because when it comes to doing the side quest thingies, the sub objectives, the side objectives, what the hell was that on my screen? The more money we'll get, and in fact, now because of the new evidence system, it is you get a lot more money now for that particular thing. So I'm not gonna have headgear. I never had any. I don't really like having headgear. Like, maybe if I have another person with me, I'll have one headgear, just one, because like you need a person to view it. There's no point in having another one, and if you want to send someone else in, you just switch. It's cheaper that way, especially how headgear is what? How much is it? It's $60. So if we have more players, so if I have 3 players, I'll have 2. And 3, and then if there's like 4 or 5 of us, then I'll just have the max amount we can have. because it makes it useful now for you to be in the van. I don't recommend it though. Like being in the van all the time. Although there is one ghost that kind of requires you to be in the van because oh, what's the ghost name? I'm pretty sure it's an Onryo. No, what's it? Goryo, sorry, not Onryo. So, they pass through Dot's projector, but the only way to see it is through a video camera, and it's usually when there are no one nearby. And they rarely seen from the place of death. So, like, you know, if you go to the place of death, which is where the bone is, and it's Goryo, if you put Dot's projector down, it will not interact with it whatsoever. And this is a good way to rule one out, because if it interacts with Dots with people there, it's most likely not a Goryo. So you can just go straight up to your evidence and just go, yeah, okay, well it's not a Goryo because it's interact with Dots even though I was around. So, good way to rule it out is just to put a camera down, put a Dots in there, put whatever equipment else in there. Like the most efficient way to do the game, and the best way to get evidence and to survive, is to get as much evidence as quickly as possible before you lose enough sanity or to start a hunt. To start a hunt below 50%. So that you can get quite a lot of evidence when it does hunt, because hunts are very useful. It's a very useful mechanic in the game. It gets you lots of evidence, and it gets you, because the behavior of the ghost is what tells you what the ghost is, right? And hunts show that if you just study the ghost as it's hunting. But of course, the downside of that is you could die, depending on the type of ghost, because there's one type of ghost that knows where you are at all times. No matter where, if you hide, it knows where you are. And there's only one ghost that does that, and it makes it easier to know. I'm pretty sure it is... is it a Jinn? No, it might be a Moroi. No. Diogen, that's it. Sorry. I get them mixed up. So Dio, they constantly know where the living is. So when you come into the house and it starts... The ghosts have been brought to find even the most hidden prey before stalking to exhaustion. Yeah, so they require a lot of NA to move very slowly when approaching its victim. So when it's hunting you, when it's chosen you to kill, and it's coming close to you, eventually it'll start moving really fucking slow, and I mean like this speed, right? Kind of like a revenant when it's when you're hiding from it. So when you hide from a revenant, it moves very, very slowly. But once it's found its victim, it will move really quickly towards it. It's just the movement of a ghost can really, really tell. So when it comes to a Dio, you can't hide from it. The only way you will survive a Dio is when the hunt is over, and this gets more and more difficult as you go up the difficulty. So as with an amateur one, you have all this, you know, the short hunt duration, so it will hunt for a few, whatever, how many it is. I can't remember how long. You'll have to look that up. And then it'll have a long hunt grace period. So a great hunt grace period is the duration between hunts before it can hunt again. And the higher that goes, the less that time gets. And then you have less setup times, you have average, fuse box starts off, there's fewer places to hide, so places you will find hiding spots, which are very, very useful, of course, because you've got to hide from the ghost. You'll find like boxes and like equipment blocking certain places. The smaller the map, with the higher the difficulty with smaller maps, the harder it gets to hide, because there's fewer rooms to hide in. That's why, like, I don't really tend to go past intermediate when choosing smaller maps, but if I want to go on a big map, and I will go to maybe professional higher. I mean, it's not impossible to hide from the ghost even if you just play on nightmare mode or insanity mode, where there was basically no hiding places, like almost no hiding places. There'd be like 2 hiding places in Tanglewood, or maybe even 1. You can still hide from the ghost, even if you're on in insanity mode or in challenge mode. Whereas there's almost no hiding places. You can duck behind things, or if it's a certain types of ghost, if like with a yokai. Yokais don't know where you are, they only sense your voice. That's a good way of getting evidence. If a ghost reacts to your voice a lot, like interacting with loads of things when you're talking in near it, that's a good way to know it's a yokai. It's a 50-50 on that, because some ghosts choose to react, but like a yokai will always react to a voice. But when it's hunting a yokai, if you just shut up, it won't know where you are. And just hide. You can hide behind a door, and it will go past you. Unless it goes into that room, unless it intends to go in that room, hide behind, like, desks and shit. Like, if a ghost was in here, right, I could hide behind this, right? And if a yokai was here, all I have to do is shut up, and it will go past me or something, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be a specific hiding place. It's just gotta be out of line of sight, and turn off all of your electronics, including if you've got a headset, because a lot of ghosts will sense electronic equipment. That's why we have, like, if you look here, if I click on let's say flashlight, right? See how that little lightning means? Says electronic. It mean the property. It means it's electronic, right? So that means it's a bad thing. As you see, it's dark, which means it's gonna detect me if I have it. So turn off your torch, turn off your EMF, turn off anything that has a battery in it, basically, and the ghost will have less chance of knowing where you are, unless it's a Dio. If you have all that off and the Dio is coming, and it's chosen you, and it comes straight to you, you know it's a Dio straight off because it knows where you are, regardless if you've got electronics on it or not. All ghosts will react to voices too, it's just like some types of ghosts will be more active when you talk. But yeah, enough gibbering, right? We'll go back. We're gonna, like, actually play the fucking game, rather than just jibber jabbering. To be honest, I was just kind of stalling time a little bit, just to allow people to join the stream, so we've got, I think it's 3 viewers. Not what I want, but anyway, if you're still here, thank you for still watching me gibber on. We're gonna go on Tanglewood, because whenever I come back to Phasmophobia, I like to start low, and I like to go to the most basic map of all, and just kind of practice, if you get what I mean. And yeah, it's whatever, isn't it? So let's go back.
Check the equipment and get set up before investigating.
Go right.
There have been new reports of a cursed object.
My screen might look a little bit laggy for you. It's normally not this laggy when I'm playing the game. I will get a couple frame drops, but that's because of streaming. Especially when I look at monitors. For some unknown reason, I just start losing frames. So if it comes to, because I hate lag in VR, because when it does, it disorientates me, and it makes me feel a bit sick. But I'll be alright. If it's really that bad, I will lower the quality a bit. Why is the brightness so low? What the fuck? Alright, it's gonna be a bit bright now. That's a bit high, isn't it? It's in PC mode. When you turn up the brightness, it doesn't really make a difference by the looks of it. We'll turn off bloom. I have no idea what ambient occlusion does. What does I have no idea what that does. I'll just turn that off too. Yeah, bloom will just, remove that fuzzy effect that comes on the light bulb. It doesn't really affect lighting as much. Just it's optional. So we've got Shannon Moore. Responds if people are alone. Okay. Has a member of your team escaped the ghost during a hunt? Oh, great. Capture 2 unique paranormal sounds with the sound recorder. This is why I always get the sound recorder, because this one's very common, this sound recorder one, since it's new. Prevent the ghost from hunting with the crucifix. So we've got one crucifix. This has one use, the tier 1. And, yeah. If you want to learn the game, don't come to me because as much as I know a lot about the ghosts, some ghosts that I'm not a professional yet. Not I mean some professionals don't even have tier 3 equipment, right? Tier 2, tier 3. Like it's good to learn the game when you're not a professional. But like, I'm still kind of learning. I've been playing with Phasmophobia. Oh my god. It does phas me over, fucking hell. Phasmophobia. I've been playing Phasmophobia pretty much since release, and I haven't played the game much because I don't have many friends, or at least friends who owned the game at the time, and so I learnt my knowledge through other people playing the game, like Markiplier and Markiplier I watched for the funnies and Jacksepticeye for the funnies, but like more professional players like Flash, I think it's Flash Games, something like that. I can't remember. What's his name? I've got it. I'll get them up. Like, I literally had them in my head a couple seconds ago. And they are on Twitch. But if I go to home, am I following them? Bushwhack 18, he's good. Flash Force, that's the one I was on about earlier. I can't remember the other one's name. There was like 3 or 4 YouTubers I used to watch, to try and get some knowledge about the game. And Cursed Possessions, they're simple and stuff like that, but there's some information that the game doesn't teach you that you're supposed to find out during games. But I didn't want to do that. Right, let's get the key. We'll open the door as well. The timer, for your information, that up there, that timer is its own kind of grace period, so the ghost won't hunt or anything like that unless it's a demon in that grace period. And it won't hunt, and it won't try and kill you. It will still ghost event. It will still interact with the environment. It's just, it gives you time to find the ghost room and try and determine the ghost. So, we'll take, got a flashlight, we'll take EMF, and we'll take a photo camera. Or should we take a video? You know what, we'll take a video camera just in case there are ghost orbs. I'm stabilizing now, I'm not as laggy now, I'm next in the van. So look, see, even though I'm outside the van, it's not taking. As soon as I unlock that door, that's when it starts going down. So, I will be terrified. I don't like playing Phasmophobia on my own, let alone in VR, right? I mean, it looks really fucking dark. Right, you know what? In fact, I will turn up my brightness a little bit. Turn the MSA quality down a bit too. Well, that didn't really make much difference, did it? So no ghost orbs so far. Just try and find the ghost room as quickly as possible. Just try and, even if you've got 5 minutes to do it, try and get you into try and get that quick mindset in you, so when you're on higher difficulties, you'll have less time. In amateur, I think you have 2 minutes. You lose 3 minutes before it starts being aggressive, or trying to be aggressive, right? So I'm not seeing any ghost orbs. I'm not seeing any breath in front of me. So since the whatever update, I can't remember the name of the update. Okay, already. See, I just did a ghost event. That's one of the new. I think it might be in the hallway. Oh. Oh, great. You know what? I think I already know what it could be. Just based off of that. And I know it seems like, oh, you must be professional. No, I'm definitely not professional in the game. I'll make this guess, right? So, I'll always go back to the journal to check. Oh, why is this? It turns up the brightness, but it only turns up the brightness of the whites. This game is fucking racist. There is a ghost that will react when you enter the location, and I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, a Thay. Thought so. I was just checking the other ones. So a Thay will, so it says here, strength. Upon entering the location, the Thay will become active, defensive, and agile. Literally, the time is still ticking, and it's already done a ghost event. It doesn't mean, it could also mean it is a demon, but my eyes are pointing towards Thay. That scared the shit out of me. I keep forgetting how loud that is. I have no idea who just followed. I'll have to go on my phone. Because tabbing to Chrome is a bitch. I should probably close Chrome, since that motherfucker. Chrome has become so much worse now. I do have harder acceleration on, or whatever the fuck it's called. The setting in Chrome to disable all the other tabs that are open. Like, unload them to save performance, but it doesn't do shit. Who just followed? Activity? May Lives, thank you, hello. Hey, Roger, the stream. As a fellow streamer, I've been exploring what's working with all the recent Twitch changes and thought it'd be cool to share some ideas that would help us both grow. Feel free to add me on Discord if you're down to chat. Yeah, I mean, maybe after the stream I'll talk to you if you want to have a chat. That's awesome. I like talking with people as much as I have extreme social anxiety. That's why I stream. I get to talk to people without actually being in front of them. That's why I have. That's why I like to be online. It's why I have online friends, because even though I have friends I've known for years, I will still be anxious as fuck around them. Right, but for it to be a Thay, we need ghost orbs. What else do we need for it to be a Thay? Ghost writing and dots. So we could just. I didn't have this on. Turn that on. You know, it's definitely not. The other ghost. There's a ghost that will drop your sanity significantly if you encounter its ghost event. It's like, just the subtle abilities for certain ghosts makes you choose. Didn't have my flashlight on. Like cold here. I think it is actually at the door. I haven't got EMF up. Okay, could be a demon. Could be a demon. So I don't think Thays have an EMF 5. I saw it in the bottom corner I saw it go off. That's what I think. Good thing about VR is that you can have equipment on in your pocket, on your belt even. So we had EMF 5. So it can't be a Thay. And it can't be a demon either. Could be there's another aggressive ghosts. Yeah, look, see, we barely lost any sanity, which is worrying for me. Could be a Polty. Then again, we need Spirit Box, Ultraviolet, and Ghostwriting, and we had EMF 5. At least I think so. I'm pretty sure we did. Yeah, we did. Even after the ghost disappeared, we were still having EMF 5. But we got a video of the ghost, which is good. We can check if it's a phantom, but I don't have any salt. I didn't buy any salt. So, phantoms, when you put salt in a line of path, even if the ghost, you can't physically see the ghost is kind of walking around still. That's how it interacts with things, right? It's like just invisible until it decides to manifest. Which is when it hunts, or when it, like you just said, the ghost event. Look at that spike. Could be the twins. It could be the twins. Or a mimic. But we didn't see any ghost orbs. So just be careful when it comes to ghost orbs, because the mimic has 4 evidences. And if you look, the evidence for a mimic is Spirit Box, Ultraviolet, and Freezing Temps, but also, we don't know what it's capable of, but we also have been noted there are orb sightings, and they're fake ghost orbs. So if you have 4 evidence, ghost orbs, and the other 3 I just mentioned, it's immediately a mimic. It will come up as grey. If you select all 4 evidence, it will come up as grey. It will be like no ghosts, which means it's most likely a mimic. It's mimicking other ghost types. And it's quite a powerful ghost. So, when you just prevent the ghost from hunting with the crucifix, I am going to chuck one in there. Like, since I can just throw it through the door, I'm just going to do that. Yeet. Could, because there's so much stuff thrown everywhere, I was thinking it could be a poltergeist. Poltergeist, the best way to find a poltergeist is giving the ghost a lot of objects near it for it to throw. And if a ghost is a poltergeist, it will pick as many items as it can and throw it, usually aggressively. Not necessarily, but usually aggressively. So it'll pick you'll see all these items float up. Like, there's different ways it'll pick it up, but good way to see it is all these float up and it will just fly off in all directions, or it will just look like it kicked all of the items at once. That usually indicates it's a poltergeist. There are ghosts that just kind of throw one. Even when it's hunting, it will do that as well. It's just a good way of seeing if it's a poltergeist. If it's hunting, especially if it's chasing another player, or if it's chasing you and your dog kind of circling around a table, trying to dodge it while it's hunting. Putting items around it, especially in clumps, we call them polty-piles, it will literally kick it all around, as per a normal ghost would just pick one of the items around it and just throw it. So it's a good way to know if it's a poltergeist, but by the looks of it, with the evidence we got, it can't be a poltergeist. It could be a wraith or a shade. Shades don't really interact as much, I don't think. If I go to shade. Yeah, much harder to find. The ghost will then not enter a hunt if there are people nearby. Okay, so it's not really hunting. Time is up, but we won't rule it out. Well, I tend not to rule ghosts out if I don't think it's that. I will just kind of believe it. Could be a djinn. A djinn is known for electrical things. Turning off the source of power will prevent the djinn from using its ability. A djinn will travel at a faster if its victim's far away. Yeah, okay. Could smudge it. What's my sanity at? See, it's not scratching. Like, I'm still at 97, even in the dark, which is it's very concerning. I don't know if that's because it's broken or something like that. We can go in and check the temp, and we'll see if we can get a photo of the ghost. I probably should have dropped that in there, but no, we'll just leave this here. Actually, no. Right. We'll go check the temperature. We'll check this in there. You know, cheat it in there. Since it's kind of in that doorway, which is annoying, I don't like it being there. Right, we'll just leave it in there like that. You know what, we'll throw this in here too. Just so we know the temperature. So we had cold breath, but cold breath in the game no longer means it's freezing. It just means it's cold now. So the temperature gauge thing, I would call it thermometer, that's the word. The thermometer is necessary now to find if it's freezing. I will put that in there. We'll just put a video camera. I mean, look at that, activity 10. I'm not even in there. And it's reacting to people who are alone. Did it try to hunt? Looked like it did. Oh no, no. So I just chuck that in there like that. We'll also just chuck that in there like that. We'll also just chuck the book in there. See if we'll write in it. Boo! Hello. Oh. Hello. Ghost. Okay. I am being a bit of a pussy. What's we at? Chuck it more in there like that. Oh, it turned the breaker back on. Which means it could possibly be a Raiju or something. What evidence have we got? Oh, it can't be a Raiju. Oh no, it can't be a Raiju. Maybe swap my other hand because I'm a bit better with the other hand. I'm right-handed, couldn't you tell? You know, rule it out. We'll go in the van and check the camera. Activity's quite low now. Hit record. Alright, it won't use up tape or anything like that. It will only record if it detects an interaction. You'll see it up on the screen like a little box. And oh yeah, we got dots. Look at that. I think that recorded it. Let's check. If it recorded it, I don't think it did. No, it didn't. Oh, that's a problem. That's fine. So we had dots. Look at that. So it still could be a Raiju. I think it's a Raiju, since it's turning on electronic equipment and now it's interacting. But it could be a Goryo too, since it wasn't showing itself on the dots until now. I just seen it for a split second. EMF 5. What else do we need? So for Raiju, we need ghost orbs, which we are not getting. So it can't be a Raiju. It's most likely a Goryo then, which we need ultraviolet. So to get ultraviolet, if you didn't know, it has to interact with something. Usually a light switch, a door. If it knocks on the window, you will see its print. It's usually the way you'll find it. It makes it nice and simple. So now we have to go in there. So we don't need spirit box. I don't think so. If it was a spirit box, it would be a wraith. And their wraiths, I'm pretty sure, avoid salt. They won't walk over it. They're also known to ability of flight and sometimes be known to travel through walls. Could be a wraith, but we need spirit box to find that out. But we'll find out ultraviolet first. We'll take in ultraviolet, and we'll take in the camera, so we can get a lovely little pic of the ghost. And it's now known that the ghost can shut the front door now. As soon as I stepped in. Ooh. What the fuck was that? That's a new sound. I've never heard that before. Did it? Oh, it threw the book. Which means it rules out a book. If a ghost throws a book, it's most likely... let's put that there. Oh, shit. That's fine. Oh, come here. It's most likely, not ghostwriting. If the ghost decides to yeet the book, it means it'll rule out ghostwriting. If it never, ever interacts with a spirit box, definitely not a spirit box. But, we'll rule out ghostwriting just like that. Didn't change. That's fine. Get the camera out. Look at that. It's like, even though, right, it reacts to people who are alone, it's reacting, even though I'm not there. Oh, it is on. I thought it was off. Let's have a look through the window. See if I threw anything in there. Shit. My alarm's going off. And all that. That scared the fuck out of me. Okay. This is actually a really terrifying ghost. Like, it could try and kill me at any point. What was the ghost name again? Shannon Moore. It hasn't hunted yet. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Damn, I wish I had salt. Hello. Okay, it's not ultraviolet. Which makes it... Oh yeah. See how like it didn't show up, so... Makes it a Goryo. Which is what I thought from the start. Pretty much. We could try and get a ghost, we could get all this stuff, we could just wait for it to hunt. I mean, I guess it would get 2 because it will prevent it from hunting, but also if I don't know, it has to be hunting if that works. See, look at that! Activity 10. I don't know if that, I think that's a little bit delayed. It's through the camera. Through the... To get a Goryo, what other evidence do we need? I think it is Spirit Box, is it? What's it say? No, it was... Oh no, wait, no, I just didn't cross out. Oh no, wait, I was wrong. What the hell did I... Okay. Oni. What does Onis do again? I never remember. I can never really encounter Onis. Which, that would make sense. Faster when men are fasting, but they haven't. Only disappear less often while hunting. So the ghosts blink, right? And certain blinks will tell you about the ghosts, right? So when they're hunting, they kind of blink in and out of existence. And when they blink less often, by the looks of it, it means that it'll be more seen, if that makes sense. If it's a phantom, it'll be more invisible. Yeah, this doesn't help, does it? That we can't really. What even is that? That looks like a wall. So, to get an Oni, we need freezing temps. A Raiju, which is what it could be. Still. Raiju, they do. I mean, it's causing, like, I can see lights flicker and stuff, but that's normal, like, ghosts just do that. Anyway, after a while. To be Raiju, we need ghost orbs, which I'm not seeing. What was the other one? Was it a Wraith? Yeah, Wraith. Wraith, we need Spirit Box for, so we could do Spirit Box. Let's do Spirit Box. So, you know, we can just select any of that, so we'll just switch to the append. I can't just talk into it, but I can't be able to change the setting. I think that counts. I can't remember if I have to record those to take a picture. No, it doesn't. I forgot you have to record them now. I'll go back and just delete that. Oh shit. Come back. Like, what is it doing? It could be the twins. But, like, you know, it's not interacting in two places. Okay, it seems we're not getting Spirit Box. Doesn't want to say hello. We could just leave it in there. No, we'll just put it back. So it's not Spirit Box. I am being a bit rushing with this because like, my sanity is not really draining for some unknown reason. Spirit Box. Can't be a Wraith. So it's either an Oni or a Raiju. I really think it's a Raiju. But if we have freezing temps, it would make it an Oni, right? Yeah, it would make it an Oni. I'm not seeing freezing temps. But we've got to have ghost orbs for it to be a Raiju. which is not. That's not right. It could just straight up be an Oni. He's just refusing to give us temp. Right, you know what? So, Raiju's Onis are more active when people are about yeah, you know what? It could be just straight up an Oni. Right, we'll call it an Oni. And we'll leave. Because I ain't doing shit. Because this game is fucking terrifying in VR. In fact, I'd rather be playing on PC right now, but this bit's trying to get views.
Welcome back.
Did I actually just clip something? I was right, look at that. 300, nearly 400 bucks. If I did all the other stuff, I would like probably like 500, but I ain't doing that shit. That was hard. We didn't get any. We didn't find the bone. I couldn't be. I'm not going in there. That's terrifying. Yeah, we didn't do any of that. We had 15 bucks for media because we only had a video, which is still a kind of a bit. It's more than what it used to be. It used to be like $5 for like having evidence of. No, more than that. So we are, I'm trying to save up because I've got enough now to get the tier 2 flashlight, like an NFXP. Sorry, I'm on the right level for the better EMF reader, the better flashlight, and the better UV. What else? Is that it? Yeah, that's it. So, but it costs $3 grand to upgrade to tier 2 every single time, by the way, which I don't get why, because you still got to buy the equipment. They need to like half that. You know? Make it 1,500 and then make it $3 grand for tier 3. It would make more sense, right? But it might be $5 grand for the tier 3. I think it's just a bit expensive, to have a difficulty gaining money, but it gets you grinding at the game, it gets you to actually play it without succeeding too much. You have a sort of limiter. I might go back down to PC because I am struggling to concentrate in VR, and I'm getting a bit disorientated because of the fucking lag in my headset. I don't know if you can see it on screen. I think it's because of the fact that I'm using my GPU to also stream and use the link cable that I'm using. I don't use I got an Oculus Quest 2 with a few upgrades on it, and I have a link cable. Not the official one because that shit's too expensive. I've actually got a 5-meter link cable from Kiwi, and I've got the Elite strap and battery pack from Kiwi as well. They're with a brilliant company. I think it's worth it for the money, because with the battery pack, when I'm playing on standalone and I plug this in, I get like an extra 3 hours of battery life as opposed to like the 2 hours of the. So I'll get like 5 hours of gameplay on this thing if I wanted. It just saves me from keep recharging this thing. Like, my streams used to be so much less until I decided to get a link cable, because my Wi-Fi shit. Because it uses Wi-Fi. I wish it would use Bluetooth, because I have a Bluetooth card that's a lot stronger than my Wi-Fi connector on my PC, so it would work a little bit better. But nope, it has to be on Wi-Fi for some unknown reason. So now that has to go through, it has to be sent to a router, which then has to be sent to my headset, as opposed to a Bluetooth would just be sent directly. This doesn't make any sense. But, that's meta for you. For some reason they chose Wi-Fi, probably because it's cheaper. Because I think the Bluetooth cards are a bit bigger than the Wi-Fi ones. Since my motherboard, I have a Bluetooth and Wi-Fi card. They are bigger. That's because they can handle better internet speeds. So the motherboards do usually come with a Wi-Fi chip already in them, but mine was so bad that I had to get a card which came with an antenna, which now I have full bars as opposed to the 2 that I used to get. It's a really bad motherboard. I need a better one. But yeah, I'm gonna switch down to PC because I'm starting to get a bit disoriented, and I'm a fucking pussy. Like, I'd have players with me. usually when I'm playing VR, because I don't know why, it feels a lot better, and plus I won't be streaming anyway, so, you know, it would make it a lot easier and less disorientating. In my last stream, we did go through how to get this card, Ferryman at the Drowned card. I suggest you go check out that VOD, but I am gonna be editing that later and kind of uploading onto my YouTube. So yeah. When I do, you'll know. So I am gonna do Phasmophobia content. Since that's starting to become quite popular now, and I thought, you know what, it'd be a great opportunity for me to start learning. So I've been practicing the game, playing with a friend. I do want other players to play with me, but they don't own the game or don't even have the game installed, and they just don't want to. I don't have all the tarot cards. Don't believe I know I've got the whole skeleton, and yes, this is all the different types of bones you can get. This is the mirror. You get these when you pick it up and you survive. The music box and the monkey paw. That's really cool. There are 8 tarot cards in total, I think. Or it might be 10, I can't remember. I've only got 6. There's the Ouija board. Here's the summoning circle. This is the voodoo doll. And then these are all of my achievements that I have in the game. I like this system where whether you get trophies on the wall, it's very good. This game is well worth its money. This is a Raiju. I like the little effects. So these effects, like a Raiju interacts with electricity. It's an electric skull. You see particles coming out of where the ears would be. It's reactive to sound. A Myling hides pretty much all the time. Oh, sorry, no, Yokai is the one, not they. Yokai listens to sound, so you can see that. They, I'm pretty sure I already mentioned the They. I always forget, see what I mean? I always forget. Yeah, so look, they're becoming defensive and agile. They're fucking teething. An Onryo, hates fire. Don't like heat. See, extinguishing a flame can cause an Onryo to attack. While threatened, this curse will be less likely to hunt. It's Pussycat. Pussy! This is the Wrathful Spirit. Steals from souls, dying victims' bodies to seek revenge. This ghost has been known to fear any form of fire. That's the fire. Myling, if we remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does like hiding. It likes to hide away. It doesn't really like to. Yeah, it's quieter when hunting. Frequently make paranormal sounds. It's like an assassin, basically. Hides away. And will run away. If it's being overwhelmed. A banshee. This banshee scream. So through a parabolic microphone, you can hear it scream. Or now with the new sound recorder, you can get a banshee scream. Although the misleading evidence with the tier 1s is that it will just say paranormal scream, but it will sound like the banshee scream. Spirit. It's your standard spirit. Down here we have an Oni, which is what I just got. That sound I just heard, if you didn't hear it, was the achievement. Since to get the achievements now, you have to actually survive the ghost to be able to get the achievements. So every time I've had a ghost, I would have died by the time I found out the evidence. That's how rubbish I am at the game. But, oh my god. That's what I mean, like, it's starting to lag on my headset because of all these effects, I think. But I'll go down to PC mode, and if next time I have a friend on, I'll stream that. Just then it makes it a little bit easier on my conscience, since I feel like I've got a lot of pressure on me right now because trying to make content while being terrified, while being succumbed to the lag of my headset because I'm streaming. It never does this. It's doing this like kind of jumpy movement right now. It never does this unless I'm streaming, and it does my head in. And for some reason, only in Phasmophobia, apart from Contractors. I've tried recording contractors while playing VR, but it was lagging like crazy, so I never did it. So I'll switch down to PC, and I'll be right back.